In 2017, Hanoians were taken aback by the idea of banning motorbikes in Hanoi. However, this idea was actually a part of the broader proposal of road vehicle management, which is expected to last from 2017 to 2030. The full name is the Proposal on Increased Management of Road Vehicles in order to resolve traffic congestion and environmental pollution in Hanoi during 2017 to 2020, Vision 2030. Just as its name, the two main objectives are to reduce air pollution in the city and to address traffic congestion. Even though the motorbike ban is the highlight, the proposal has introduced a wide range of measures to manage vehicles in terms of quantity, quality, and the operating scale. The implementation roadmap is divided into 3 stages. The first one, from 2017 to 2018, aims at increasing state management of transportation. The second phase is between 2017 and 2020, focusing on public transportation's quality and quantity, and limiting private vehicles in congested areas. The outcome of this stage is that the public transportation will cover 30 to 35% of the citizens' demand. The last stage, ending in 2030, will restrict motorbikes and then ultimately prohibit them in various districts in Hanoi. At that time, public transportation is expected to meet 50% of the local demand. In response to this proposal, there are 2 contrasting viewpoints on different stakeholders, support and opposition. Now we will listen to some of them.
From now to 2030, we will have 12 years for the preparation. During that time, the city infrastructure and the public transport system will have been developed. Therefore, we will have more time to decide whether to use the public transport or our own car.
The proposal is difficult for implementation. Theoretically, in order to ban motorbikes, we need public transport for substitution. We cannot force citizens to walk or run, but currently, Hanoi people have a habit of walking within 1 kilometer, while bus stations are far from some areas, residential areas. So is it not practical?
So I think from that proposal came from the good place and goodwill, of course, to reduce the impact of the motorcycle on the environment of Hanoi. It's great, but they tend to forget that the negative impact on the environment of Hanoi not solely caused by the traffic jam, not at least caused by the overabundance of the motorcycle, but rather the overpopulation of Hanoi. You can see this is a great proposal, but I don't think it can go into it's not going to work in 2030, right? I think we have a long way to go in order to implement that type of proposal.
In my opinion, I think this proposal is quite interesting. But to some extent, I think it is not practical enough, especially for Vietnamese people. Because in my opinion, Vietnamese people rely a lot on motorbike. And not everyone can afford a car for themselves. And it also depends on our transport infrastructure. So if we want to realize this proposal, we firstly must develop our economic and transport infrastructure.
I think this proposal focuses more on prohibiting rather than giving any specific solution. So more measures should be introduced on how to develop public transport before mentioning the motorbike ban. Finally, the threshold for the ban should depend on the progress of public transport infrastructure rather than just any given year.
From my perspective, the proposal is difficult but not really impossible. Hanoi has been deploying synchronized measures on traffic organization, advanced technology application on management, and public announcements. So I look forward to the promising traffic conditions in Vietnam in the near future.
The possibility of this proposal is open to question, as some parts are actually difficult for implementation and needs modification and clarification. In order to realize this vision, enormous efforts must be made from the authority through detailed plans and synchronized measures. Moreover, regarding the citizens, more information on the implementation progress should be open to the public so that they are clear about the process and build the trust towards this proposal.